You're number two.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Woodman, you're number one.
Sir.
You're number two.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Woodman, Master Woodman.
Yes, sir.
Do you question about him? You have about less than 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Okay, then Norman, what's more important, loyalty, courage, or love? In a warfare or in self-defense or in self-preservation? Loyalty, courage, or love?
Love, sir.
Okay. Mr. Nguyen, what's more important, loyalty, courage, or love? In a warfare and strategy and in the realm of fighting, what's the most important? Okay, loyalty, courage, or love. 3 choices.
That's it.
Okay, why is love most important?
Because one of the tenets is you should not take a life injustice, sir, which means you have to have pity for your adversary, and to have pity is to have love in your heart, sir.
Okay, and then why is love the most important one?
That's have a loss.
Okay.
Control my mind.
Okay. Kingdoms have been thrown away over love. Very few have been lost over loyalty, and very few have been lost over courage. So when you're talking about a fighting situation where you have to fight, think about that. Okay, I'm going to ask you on your second degrees, but maybe that's not the best answer. What's more important, needle or the thread?
Excuse me, sir?
What's more important, a needle or a thread?
Needle or thread, sir?
Needle? You know what a needle is? What's most important, the needle or the thread?
Neither is important, sir.
It's more important than the thread? Think about it for a second.
I said neither is important, sir.
Oh, good. That's a good answer. Why?
Because the needle leads the thread, and without the needle, the thread can't go anywhere, sir.
That's a good point. Okay, that's the second best answer. What's your answer? What's most important, the needle or the thread? The thread's most important?
Yes, sir.
Why? You know that you have a needle and you have the thread, right? You have a needle, and you know what a needle is like when you sew, right?
Yes, sir.
And you have the thread. What's most important, the thread or the war? The Korean War, right? Okay, Korea. Oh, that's all.
This is a core you do yourself such report this way?
Yes, sir.
How can, when you question Master Woodman, how can you answer very well?
That's
Okay. You're not speaking English?
Dr. Wee?
not
Yes,
very well, sir.
Dr. Wee's gone.
You from the
Vietnam, sir.
Vietnam, then you are Gage High School?
Yes, sir.
You teaching Mr. Fullerton? Who you are head?
Mr. Fitton.
Huh?
Mr. Fong, sir.
How long do you practice martial art?
5 years, sir.
Put him in a situation. Mr. Nguyen, you're showing the self-defense technique, I believe.
How many, sir?
You're going to be defending
So
yourself.
one at a time. So I say. The other one. The other one. The other one. Alright, switch. Then done one more good. The other one. The other one. Function. Your favorite technique. Go. There's one. There's one. You function. Your favorite technique. 3. Go.
Sir.
There's one. There's one. Okay, number 10, 4 step back up.
Sir.
Pull it come down.
More testing also. We have these two testing.
Okay, sit back.
You two stand. Sit back.
Sit.
You two stand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are number 1. Who is number 1?
Right here, sir.
Number 2. And what is the call? Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
Viral point.
Yes, sir.
Viral, what do you mean? Your pressure point and viral. What is different? Huh?
Same thing, sir. Sorry, sir. Push my hair, sir.
Try.
Yes, sir. I'm back of the ear, sir. I'm right here, sir.
Two more.
Yes, sir. Come on, yes, sir. Okay. I'm right inside the neck, sir. Come on. Underside the arm, sir.
Right. You.
Same thing, sir.
Yes.
To the neck, sir.
Yes.
To the nose, sir. Right under the nose. The groin, sir. And then to the plexus, sir.
What the one?
Side of the neck, sir.
Formation.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Fighting position.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You.
Sir.
Good.
Your favorite techniques.
Yes, sir. Good.
What the one?
Sir. Good.
What the one?
Good.
What the one?
Sir. Good.
Yes, sir. Yes! Sir. Yes! Yes, sir. Yes! Sir. Yes!
Okay. 1 and 2 stands.
Number 1, number 2, stand.
Yes, sir.
Each other face to face.
Sir.
Sir.
Okay. 1 step fighting.
Yes, sir.
For 4 step back like that.
All right, 1 step sparring, then you right here will defend first. You two will attack on my command.
Yes, sir.
Huh? 1 step sparring.
Yes, sir.
One last question to the group. Ready?
No. Yes! No. Yes! Yes!
Next one. Opposite, and you will attack and you guys will defend.
No. No. Yes! 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 Yes!
Okay, then opposite, ready?
No.
Good.
No. Yes!
Okay, then opposite, ready?
No. No. Yes! Yes!
Yeah. Opposite.
No. 4, sir.
What number you?
You, what number are you?
Number 2, sir.
You.
Original black belt number 3, sir.
You.
Number 1, sir.
Okay, test 9. Test
Sir. Sir.
No, we're gonna follow. Oh, that's fine. So right here.
Sir.
You stay there. Those are you come right here.
Yes, sir.
Just like that.
Yes, sir.
I did the question, the other two questions.
Oh. 4.
Test 9, ready?
Test 9.
Test 9
Sir.
again, go here.
Sir.
Test 9 again.
Sir. Sir.
See?
Okay, relax and let it flow, okay? Just relax.
Sir.
Okay, 2G. You guys know how to relax.
Rest.
Sir.
Test 7.
Sir.
I know.
And then you two step back there, you two step up.
Sir.
Test 7.
Sir.
Ready? Scoot back, Mr. Joseph.
Sir.
What number you?
Number 2, sir.
You.
Number 4, sir. Number 3, sir.
Number 1, sir.
You change it. Number 1, number 2.
Sir. Sir.
Side.
You number 3. You.
Sir.
Test 8. Me.
Rest.
Number 7. Oh, number 6.
Sir. Sir.
Yes, number 6. Ready?
Sir.
Go. Big and Live.
Sir.
Scoot up a little bit.
Sir.
Scoot up to right here.
Yes, sir.
Chung Big for 5. Up,
Sir.
Ready.
Sir.
Straight the line.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 2,
Sir.
3. Come through.
Number 2 and number 3.
Sir.
You're number 2.
Number 3, yes,
You're
sir.
number 2. You're number 3.
Yes, sir.
What number you are?
Number 4, sir.
Number 4.
Number 4, go there. Come right here.
Sir.
All right, turn around. I'll tell you when to fix your uniform.
Sir. Sir.
Test 4.
Sir.
Stay there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 3.
Yes, sir.
The history of Chang Moo Kwan about less than 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Mr. ChanMooKwan, sir. Our forum started thousands of years ago, sir. The actual ChanMooKwan started in 1946 with Grandmaster Woong when he came back into Korea and opened his first Tae Kwon Do school in the Kung So Agricultural High School in Seoul, Korea. After that, sir, Grandmaster Woong opened another Tae Kwon Do school at the YMCA in Seoul, Korea, and appointed Grandmaster Suk Lee as its head instructor. After that, the Korean conflict broke out, and Grandmaster Woong was lost in the war. And Grandmaster Suk Lee took over as president. In 1955, they formed a fraternity called the Moo Hwa to promote a close friendship between all ChanMooKwan masters and bring them together. Then also that year, they also met, and that's when they decided to, they met with other masters throughout Korea and came up with the official name as Tae Kwon Do for all the martial arts in Korea. And in 1961, sir, they formed the Korean Tae Kwon Do Association, sir. To present day, where now Grandmaster Chung leads the ChanMooKwan, sir.
You have 2 man experience about less than 2 minutes.
Sir, Woman Yang was the two opposites, sir. And in the Asian Korean, they use that to represent for the balance of the universe. Woman Yang, for example, is two opposites, black and white, male, female, dark, light. And that's it, sir.
Okay, who starting Hwarangdo? Which dynasty?
The Silla dynasty, sir.
Yes, that Silla is there's a big country or small country.
It's the smallest in the three dynasty, but it has the strong power, sir.
Yes, which is the 3 dynasty name?
I'm sorry, sir.
3 dynasty name?
Silla, Paredes, and Kyo Guru, sir.
고구려.
Guru, yes, sir.
Okay, Hwarang. How old they starting Hwarang?
In the Silla dynasty, they have a lot of war with the neighbor countries, so they form Hwarangdo to train the warriors to fight against the neighbor countries, sir.
Big question here. How come on the and yang symbol it's not just straight across? You know, you notice it's, you know, in American thinking sometimes we think this way. Okay,
Yes, sir.
black, white, left, right, up, down. How come in the and yang it's this way?
Because in the Asian Korea or Asians, they believe that there is no pure things. So either a black, there's a little bit white in there, the opposite. That's why they have the curves. Nothing is pure.
Okay, so give me an example of if we have we have night, we have day.
Yes.
Why isn't that? Why can't we use straight across? We have night, we have day. What's the importance of everything else? You know, we have night and day, right?
Yes, sir.
Seems fine to me. We have night, we have day, we have black, we have white.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why do you think we need more explanation? Why do we need the other part? Why do we need the swirl?
So we can understand things more deeply, sir.
Okay. How about where's dawn and dusk? Where would you find dawn and dusk? On that symbol over there, go show me where you would find dawn and dusk.
The circle, sir.
Yeah, show me. Go point to where dawn and dusk would be. We know where night and day would be, perhaps, but where would you find dawn and dusk? You know dawn and dusk?
Yes, sir.
You know dawn is the morning, dusk is the evening.
Sir.
Okay, show me on the symbol where you might find morning.
This, sir.
Yeah, where would you find morning? Where would you find dawn?
I'm not very sure, but I think you
Okay,
can find dawn here.
that whole part or where?
Just the red part and the dusk will be kind of.
Okay, how about if that's night or day? Where do you think you would find dawn and dusk?
Sorry, sir.
Where would you find dawn and dusk? If that's night and day, where would you find dawn and dusk?
In the same.
But dawn and dusk are not night and day.
But this thing is perfectly same for the two opposites. So
Okay.
we find.
Can you do better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on up here. That's okay. That's a hard answer. That's a very hard question. Okay, even philosophy majors may get wrong. Okay.
Sir, the dawn and dusk will be located in this area, sir, because as it becomes dawn, it is still night, sir. So they actually conflict with each other. And also at dusk, there is still some bit of sunlight as darkness approaches, sir.
So you're pointing to the edge of it?
Yes, sir. I'd say right in here, sir, where this part of the circle.
No, but that looks clear cut. That looks I can see red. I can see blue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that looks too clear cut for me. Do you know where dawn and dusk would be?
No, sir.
How about?
No, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Well,
Yes, sir.
Okay. 4 step back up, then sit down.
Yes, sir.
对，再看这个skill thing.
Okay, we need their,
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to figure it out too?
No, only sir.
Yeah, go tell your
you're passing the same one out.
Just a foot,
Alex, but this is the last one.
Paredes, I think they got 14.
How many copies did you make?
I brought 6 here, so I have 6.
Okay, you made 7 also?
6, sir.
There's a color, there's a color one with the brand next.
What is the day of birthday?
9755, sir.
Now, how old are you exactly now?
40 years old, sir.
What is your occupation?
I'm a civil engineer, sir, for the state of California.
You are, everything is certified. Mr. Fullerton,
Yes, sir.
how old are you?
I'm going to be 49, sir.
When is born? Day of birth?
29, 47,
What
sir.
is occupation?
I'm a teacher. I'm currently now assistant principal at Pomona High School, sir. I just got promoted.
Yes, you are 191? Or you are day of birth?
11, 29, 47, sir.
Mr. Paredes,
Sir,
your day of birth of day?
11/15/70, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 24, sir.
You are a pretty young man.
Sir,
What kind of job?
I do sales, sir.
Mr. Torres,
Sir,
I know you are the our pioneer member. We really establish about then next generation you are pioneer our member.
yes, sir.
Then now until 20 years between now, okay, 20 years ago, that time's pretty young. You're about 20, 21. That time's college age. Now already 40 years. Between you have a lot of experience, your life experience, your business experience, your job experience. Then until 20 years, you training martial art, how can get your benefit, your life, your job, your experience?
Yes, sir. Sir, Taekwondo is being a way of life for me. Since I was born in Puerto Rico, and since 12 years old, I studied Taekwondo. And it's been a way of life. It has always does it like self-enlightenment. Everything that we learn over here in Taekwondo applies to our daily life, or our techniques, and all our virtues. We carry on our daily life, either when you are in construction and civil engineering, dealing with the contractor, dealing with the people, and in everyday life. So Taekwondo has helped me immensely. Self-control when you are arguing, you're having arguments with business, justice. You're always fair with the people. You're always courteous. You know, a lot of courtesy, and Taekwondo is just been in my heart. And you, Grandmaster Chung, is being like a father to me. When I was young, like you said, I studied here with you, sir, and now I'm a middle-aged man, but still I think you're number one.
Yeah, Mr. Fullerton,
Yes,
I
sir.
believe so. You are the highest Taekwondo association. You make a lot of develop, and you have a lot of develop yourself. I knew that, but you have. I believe so. You are more than 20 years. You are teacher. I believe so.
Yes, sir.
And I question to Mr. Torres, same as you. Would you explain?
Yes, sir. Some of them I started the martial arts when I came to California. Originally, I also am from Puerto Rico. I was studying a different style of martial art. I met Mr. Wiedemann, who was a new young teacher at Pomona High School, and we talked about school. Being that he was new, I tried to help him something. One day we talked about martial arts, or someone who knows martial arts, and I asked who is the new teacher, who is a black belt, and we talked a little bit, and he asked me, Oh, I heard also there's another teacher, and we did not know that we were talking about each other, sir. We became good friends. I practiced a little bit with Mr. Wiedemann, sir, and he brings me here to the studio. He introduced me to you approximately 18 and a half years ago, sir. You allowed me to come here and train for about 5 months, and then one day you said, Mr. Fullerton, now you must decide. And I said, I want to train here. And you said, why? Why train here? You already black belt. And I said, because it's different. You have integrity, professionalism, and I never seen before so serious about training some of them. And then you allowed me to come here and train. I had to start as white belt all over again. I think we're all very difficult. But Mr. Wiedemann talked to me and I say, I like the way Master Chung teaches class. And then a year and a half later, I took my test here, sir. We formed Mr. Wiedemann and myself were co-founders of the High School Association. The association grew bigger and bigger. We had Gary High School, Kenesha High School, Pomona High School. We have Emerson Junior High School, Palomares Junior High School, Fremont Junior High School. We also have 2 elementary schools, sir. And I train my other students who have graduated, like Mr. Paredes, Mr. Samaniego, Mr. Kwan, the Dang brothers. Everybody who goes through the association must help the association, must help you, sir, must help the association grow. So all my instructors learn how to teach class, and you always say education is the most important thing. 98% of all the students who are in our association graduate from high school, sir. Nobody flunk out. Everybody has good grades, must have at least a 2.5 GPA to be on our demo team. And as you know, sir, we do a lot of demonstrations here for Mr. Wilson. We do demo at the LA County Fair. We do demos for the Pomona Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. And we go to the junior high schools and elementary schools to show the children, the young people in the community, that Tae Kwon Do is a way of life. If they are disciplined, they can be better educated. If they have discipline, they can do many, many things. I bring my students here to train under Mr. Wilson. We always practice. We help clean the studio every promotion test. And all the time that I've been here, this is first time, only because I'm testing that we did not clean the studio, but we always clean the studio, always help do different things around here. Mr. Wilson and Mr. Wiedemann always watching and checking me, make sure I do everything as you say something exactly, make sure nothing is different. What I teach at Pomona High School, exactly the same here. What I teach at Pomona High School, exactly the same at Walnut Studio. Nothing's different. And now we're, this is our 16th, going to be our 17th year, sir.
Okay, then Mr. Torres and Mr. Fullerton is very close, the same generation. Then Mr. Paredes is a different generation.
Sir.
Ask a question. Now you are 25 years. That is your will honor.
Yes, sir.
And how many years training martial arts now?
Approximately 9 years, sir.
Okay, 9-year training. How? Okay, you have a parents.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you 9-year training. 9 years training or 9 years. Before 9 years minus 24 is about 15 years old. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Between now, what is different to your parents? Parents, you think about how can you obey, how can respect. Between 15 years ago now, what is different exactly?
I believe that what's changed about me, sir, in the past 9 years is my character, sir. I've always been strong-minded, and I'm very vocal, sir. I always express my feelings. I've had a lot of confrontations with my father that we had differences, and he always wanted me to submit and say, okay, he wanted me to be quiet, sir, when he was talking to me. And I would be quiet, but I would also explain and tell him what was in my mind, sir. I was never the type that would just sit in the corner and wait and see what my father had to say. I always had my opinion, but I was never not being respectful to my dad. That has changed now, sir. Now I'm older. Now Tae Kwon Do has influenced me not only in the physical way, but in the mental and spiritual way. Now I'm a type of person that will listen to someone instead of arguing back and talking about things just to talk. I will sit and listen, and then if needed, I will give my opinion, sir.
All right. Then you are 24 years old, very young generation.
Yes, sir.
Because you have an instructor. An instructor teaches. Sometimes when you're teaching, when your instructor says something, you have that is unfair. That is not right. You know that kind of thing is many black belts the first time they think about. That means instructor do it. They few months or few days we have training of a course. You understand? Because how can you have beat that kind of training? How much you have patience? You understand?
Yes, sir.
When the instructor says something wrong, the instructor know already something wrong. How instructor test your mind and body, split. You understand?
Sir.
Because you have to know exactly what to do. You understood?
Yes, sir.
But and Mr. Fullerton and Mr. Toll is a different situation. And he is already about twice much. We have experience life, life and society, everything know that.
Yes,
you
sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
We learn how can we teaching to the patient, manner, attitude, and personality, leadership, fathership. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I am always even to black belt. Even to society, same situation. If you elementary society and junior high society, high school society, college society, and civilian society, nation. It is the same one society. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Elementary school, kindergarten society, or the kindergarten society writing. You understand? Same, and elementary school is the same thing. And junior high, high school, just nation is the same thing. They have each leaders there. Kindergarten, they have leaders. And junior high, they have leaders. High school, they have leaders. College, they have leaders. Just nation they have leaders. Leader. Okay, when your leader is not too easy, not too easy. When you somebody leader, sometimes is very confusing. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Sometimes leader is something wrong. Sometimes leader is right. But leader is try best to right. You understood?
Sir.
That is include profession black belt too. You understood?
Sir.
Sir.
But you have a confused, sometimes confused. Then you have a, you have a keep on going. Why? If you why? Talk why? That is not. That is not. He is himself not disciplining yourself. Because you have to know exactly how many times think about. Then come to leader. Exactly. This is my opinion. It is my opinion is right, wrong. I do not know now. Until how you are thinking about. It is very important. You understand?
Sir.
This is why we are special society. Not we have a gangster. Not we have fun or we have not like we have goal is we have a discipline. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We not like that. Yeah, because you are second degree, I think youngest to you. younger, I believe is younger to you, but Jaya is special, is pretty young. Then Mr. Master Woodman very concerned about special Jaya and Master Woodman when he was young, his type, I think he's very concerned about his training. He's there. Jaya started. How old started there?
He started about 8 years old, maybe 7.
7 years old, 8 years old. Then you are youngest, second black belt candy.
Yes, sir.
Actually, sir, he's starting 5 years old. You always play at home with him, but official studio starts 7 years old.
Then two gentlemen, Mr. Torres, Mr. Fullerton. I think they both people is pretty much know about martial art, everything he's told it. I'm not any more Christian.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Paredes.
Sir.
I'm not Christian anything. Now, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Master Woodman, Christian about it.
Sir.
When you Master Woodman question about less than 2 minutes.
Sir.
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 If you more than 2 minutes, then pretty difficult.
Sir.
Okay, I'm going to fire questions to you. I want quick answers, okay?
Yes, sir.
And, we cover ground quickly. Okay, Mr. Torres,
Sir.
what's more important, needle or the thread?
Sir, I think they're both equally important, but if I have to choose one, sir.
No, you don't have to choose. You can choose any answer. Be creative.
Well, sir, I would pick the needle. The needle compared to,
You don't have to pick one. So if you want.
sir, I think they're both equally important.
Okay, Mr. Fullerton,
Sir.
what's most important, needle or the thread?
Sir, I would also choose both. Without one, you cannot operate without the other, sir.
Okay, is there a better answer? Mr. Paredes, what's the, that's a great answer. That's a great answer. That's the, less than 10% get that answer, okay? Mr. Paredes, what's the most important, needle or the
I think
thread?
it's neither, sir. One can't be without the other, sir.
Okay, okay. The ultimate best answer would be, it's not even the, it's the goal and purpose for which they're designed.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's not even neither. You go one step beyond that. So think when I'm talking to you about answers that may not be there. On the Elm and Yang symbol, can you show me where dawn and dusk would be, Mr. Torres?
Well, sir, the signifies the female.
Where's dawn or dusk? Where's dawn or dusk in the symbol?
Dusk would be the and yeah, the.
Hey, Mr. Fullerton.
Dawn, sir, would be at the top, which would be red. Dusk would be coming down, sir.
Night and day, or top and bottom would be night or day.
Yes,
Can you either of you three go to the symbol and point where dawn or dusk would be? It's a very difficult question. Okay, Mr. Paredes, you show me first.
I will believe right in the center, sir.
Okay, that was already exhausted. Mr. Fullerton, can you say where dawn or dusk would be?
Sir. Dawn would be rising, sir, and dusk would be here.
Okay, that's closer. How about you, Mr.
Sir.
Dawn or dusk?
Sir, I would go dawn over here and dusk.
Okay, very good. So at the little cone-shaped end, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first degree, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's not clear cut. It's where dawn always gives way to what? What does dawn give way to? What takes to what?
They mix. You have to.
Well, dawn gives way to day.
Yes, sir.
Dusk gives way to night.
Yes.
So you get that idea. They taper into one another. Where would you find your best answers? The clear-cut answers like night and day. That's what everybody thinks about. But where should a martial artist try to find his answers? Can you tell?
Somewhere in between, sir. It's
Okay.
never one or the other, sir. It's not black or white, sir.
Very good.
It's gray.
Very good. What's the original Grandmaster of Chang Moo Kwan's name? The first Grandmaster. Yong and Yin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And second Grandmaster.
Suk Lee, sir.
Okay. Why is it important, Mr. Torres,
Sir.
that we remember our past, our heritage? Where are the
Well,
Grandmasters?
sir, that's our background, and we're supposed to uphold and always carry it inside our heart, and that we teach our new generation, and that will create a strong backbone. It's just like when you take math, you don't jump and take calculus without taking algebra, just like that, sir.
And Mr. Fullerton, if you had to kill Mr. Torres in one technique, how would you do it?
I'd probably do a strike through the throat, sir. Right?
Okay, just slowly show what you would do.
Sir.
Sir.
I'd probably use my hand here, sir.
Okay, Mr. Torres, something else other than that, what would you do?
Yes, sir. If I have to just kill Mr.
Quick technique. Okay.
Just right to the temple, sir.
Okay. Would that kill him 100% of the time, or?
No, sir.
Okay, I want something with.
Just kill him, sir. I don't believe in killing. I believe in talking.
That's
before
not an
killing.
option. I didn't give you that option.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Probably low, sir, just to the groin area.
Which way would you kick the groin? How would you kick
Just right there, so instead.
it? Mr. Perez, quickly, something to Mr. Fullerton that we've taken on instant.
Sir, what I would do is just palm strike to the nose, sir.
Okay.
Drive that nose bone to the brain, sir.
Mr. Fullerton, have you ever been involved in a street fight?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it, just quickly.
Well, just briefly, sir, an old school bully, after I had taken training, came up to me and I tried to avoid the fight. And I never swung at him, I just kept ducking and diving, sir, and blocking, and never really fought with him. And then he said he would let me go, and I said fine, and I walked away, sir.
Mr. Torres, have you ever been involved in a street fight?
Yes, sir, I have. I'm not very proud to say it, but I worked as a bouncer for about 12 years, so I got involved in many fights.
Okay. Were they all justified? I mean,
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about Mr. Perez? Have you ever been involved in a street fight?
No, sir, I never have been involved in a street fight, but I was able to hold the suspect, the hit and run suspect, until the police came, sir, and I used my skills to do so.
Very good. How have you used your your self-defense skills at the school?
Well, sir, to help break up fights, and also if...
You two guys brawl, you break up the fight. Mr. Paredes,
Sir!
you grab Mr. Torres, just a fight
that's the
situation.
fight,
No, you're going to break it up. Okay, how would you break up this fight? How would you take him down to the office? Yeah.
If I had him, sir, I would probably use a hand technique to come along. I could use this one here, sir, or I could use this thumb, lock it. This is called a come along technique, sir. I'm using the thumb.
Could you take two guys down to the office at once?
Yes, sir, I could.
Can you show me?
Sir, take him like this, sir. I hold his thumb. I take him like this, sir. I'm using thumb lock joints on either one, sir.
Very good. Mr. Paredes, what's your first line defense in a street fight? Or in a street altercation where it may be a fight, what would be your first line of defense?
It'll be blocking or dodging or getting out of the way, sir.
What would be your first line of defense?
Yes, sir. Getting out of the way, sir.
Okay. First line of defense, what about yours, Mr. Ford?
I'd strike first, sir.
Okay. If you knew you were going to get an altercation?
Yes, sir.
And what's your first duty once you get in a fight? Once the fight's over, what's your first duty? If you have to ever use self-defense, if you ever have to use Chang Moo Kwan, what's your first duty?
Just check on the person and make sure that the person is not dead, sir.
Okay, try to revive them, right? What's another duty that you have?
I'd simply restrain him, sir. I would not punish him.
Okay. Punish, never defend, never punish,
Never
right?
punish,
What would be your first? What would be the first thing you would do?
I would make sure first of all not to hurt him. Second of all, I'll try to subdue him and hold him like I did with the other incident. Hold him until police comes or help comes, or at least until someone sees that I was defending myself instead of just attacking.
What would make you fight? What would make you fight right now?
It probably would take a lot, sir.
What would make you fight?
If someone was attacking a female or
What
member
would
of my
make you
family.
fight, Mr. Fuller?
Someone was attacking my family, sir, or unless there was, multiple assailants and they were just coming after me, and my life was threatened, sir.
What would make you fight?
Life-threatening.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good question.
Test 11.
Sir!
Okay, don't be nervous. Concentrate. Jump shin. Yi. Hana. 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 하나, 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 하나. 하나.
Number 3, sir.
No, number 1 is there.
Yes, sir.
Number 2.
Sir.
Number 3.
Sir.
Number 3 over there.
Yes, sir.
One
Yes, sir.
line.
Oh, yes, sir.
Number 4.
Sir.
That's
Test one, two.
everybody.
Make one, two.
Second.
Okay, test one, should be everybody?
Sir. Sir.
Excuse me, sir, that's what?
One.
Just one?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Test one, ready?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 둘, 하나, 둘. Rest.
Sir.
One, number 1.
Sir. Be straight in line.
Sir. Sir.
Number 2.
Sir.
Okay, test two.
Sir.
준비. 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 둘, 하나, 둘, and rest.
Sir.
1, 2.
둘, 둘, 하나, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 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 and rest. You be
Sir.
둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 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 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 하나, and rest. Test 5 to me.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
For test 5, ready position.
Sir. Sir.
Sir.
Good, ready? 하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 하나. 하나, 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 하나,
in fighting, okay?
Sir!
Okay, black belt, take a step forward.
Sir!
Hana. 3. Hana. 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 3. Hana. Hana. 3. Hana. 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 And rest. Should
Sir!
be? Fix your
Sir.
uniforms. You're at war with yourself now. Ready? Indeed, you're going to win. Test 9. Ready? Hana. 3. Hana. 3. Hana. 3. Hana. 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 And rest, Shubi.
Sir!
Okay, and 10, Shubi.
Sir! Sir! Fix my hair.
Okay, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shubi.
Sir.
Okay, test 10.
Sir.
Maximum power. Okay, this has to be the best test. First to be black belt one. Ready? Shubi.
Sir. Sir.
Find your spirit. Ready? Hana. Hana. Stay there, Mr. Doris. Okay, start again, Shubi.
Sir!
Okay, your own count. Stay together. Shubi.
Yes, sir!
Okay, no points deducted, but do it together. If you're
Yes,
going to
sir.
do the same, you better do it together. Shubi.
Sir!
Okay, I will start in your own count, all right?
Sir! Sir!
Okay. A bunch of no deduct points. This their own count. Shubi.
Sir!
Ready? Hana. And rest. Shubi.
Sir!
Okay, straighten your line.
Sir!
Yes, sir. Attention, Chiro.
Sir!
Please, Grandmaster Chung and judges, and bow. Okay, take your seat.
Sir! Sir!
프로모션 몰라.
Sir! Hey, John!
Go, keep going. Keep your hands up. Stay back. Okay, let's go.
Okay, use your hands on your foot.
Okay, keep your hands up. Okay, let's go. Good. Stop.
Yeah, you block all the way. You attack until there. You attack and go. For every technique, only block. Hell, you there. Go. One more time, back.
So,
Exactly your territory. If you until we're gonna count your technique, you understand? You have must be good though.
so.
All right, go. Then go. You are not smart. That is your territory. You must be perfectly kicked. Why you fast like that?
Yes, sir.
Again, back. Not enough. You are -5. Next, changing.
Hey, let's go around quickly.
Sir.
Okay, turn around face.
Sir.
Bill, quickly.
Yes, sir.
Norma, you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Just boxing.
You block on. Go!
Mono, you are back.
Yes, sir.
Back up. Start over.
Sir.
Attack. Back. Stop. Until there in your territory. Back. One more.
Sir.
Again. Stop until there. Stop. Again. Until there. Lead me to there.
Sir.
Back again.
Sir.
Stop at the mirror.
Sir.
Let's go, 2G. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the time. Let's go. Ready?
Yeah. This perfect point.
Thanks, sir. Again, sir.
Ready?
Sir.
Go!
That's enough.
Sir.
Face me. Bow. Face each other. Bow. Fighting stance. No!
Stop.
Stop.
No, keep on going. Yes.
Continue.
Time out.
Stop. Hey, ready?
Oh. Stop. Stop. That's enough.
Sir.
Okay,
You didn't give any numbers, sir.
Huh?
You didn't give any numbers, sir.
Yeah. Number 1.
Sir. Number 2, sir.
Number 3, sir.
Touch it. Ready, judges? Bow.
Respect.
Respect. Bow.
Respect.
Each other. Bow.
Respect.
Respect.
You have how much you have ready. You have mind to body.
Sir. Sir.
It's very important. If you do, you have not only this how much you have your brain is how much turn fast. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise nothing. Just like macho. You
Sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't wanna teach like a Tyson like.
Yes, sir.
This how much you use brain. How much you have a concentration. We learn like you are not like 1 year or 2 years.
Hey, continue. Okay, everybody, all the beginners are gone. Now we have the cream of our studio here today. We have Mr. Barnes, Daipyo Kyosa Anthony Barnes is ill today, but we have the second in command, Daipyo Kelso Wilson, and myself, Kwan Jun-im. You know, these are the warriors here. This is the best that we have. So we always have to make sure that that part comes to the surface. You guys, everybody did really well. I'm very proud. My spirit was with you. I was very excited. We have to learn to think, even for the second degrees and myself, we always have to strive to think deeper and to think along creative lines. Grandmaster Chung always taught me, because of the Korean War, he had to learn to think creatively. Not like black.
Sir.
You couldn't survive if you thought only black or white. You had to look at the other side. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We always think it's the sharpness of the arrowhead that's important, or the sharpness of the blade of the sword, but it really isn't. It's what that is used for that's important. You understand?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, how it's used. You could have the sharpest knife in the world, but if it isn't put to practical use, it's no good whatsoever. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So we always find resolution in dawn or dusk. Learn to think creatively. That's what'll save your life out on the street. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's only, physical was very good today. The mental was excellent. Your second degree black belts, great answers to your questions. The physical was outstanding. Okay, but the deep inside, the inner meaning, it was great. But we all can strive to do better in that point, and that goes for you guys too. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Don't settle for common. Don't settle for easy. Don't settle for simple. Find the deeper part of martial arts. That's where the truth lies. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can only lead you so far. The rest you have to look inside. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Chung Shin.
After class, we have dinner.
Sir.
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 Sir. Sir.
Let's also give everybody that tested a hand, please. Okay.
Kwan Jun-im.
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 All right. Drill. Sit. Up. Combine the shit.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So much.